Hey yo, what's going on guys? This is Mike Reed here. Welcome back to another toy review by yours truly. And today we have yet another Lego review. But this one's a little bit on the small side, we'll say. Today we are taking a look at the Lego Technic Backhoe Loader. Yes. So this is yet another one of these smaller Technic sets, but I think it's still a pretty good set for what you get. So, taking a look at the box here real quick, you can see we have the usual Lego Technic logo at the top here. And of course we do have the set number 42197, Backhoe Loader of course. And it has a total of 104 pieces in this set. And of course in the center you do also get a nice render of the Backhoe Loader, just doing some basic construction and just picking up some dirt here. And then of course on the other side we do have the Lego Technic logo again. And spinning around to the back here, we do get another shot of the loader, just with doing some, just doing, it can do this, that, and all that right there. And of course on this side, we do get another sort of shot of the backhoe loader from a side profile view. And of course get the Lego Technic logo once again. And on the top, a whole bunch of legal jargon, and we do get a 1-to-1 scale look at the size of the wheels included with the vehicle itself. And on the bottom, a whole bunch of more legal jargon. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual set proper here. And well, there it is. This is the backhoe loader, and it is rather cute actually for what it is, since in the past Lego Technic has done more larger scale versions of these sort of loader vehicles, but it is nice to see it here in a more smaller size here. So pretty nice little set all around. So starting off at the front of the vehicle here, you can see we do get the nice big shovel here, which I don't believe is a new piece to this set. I'm pretty sure this has come out in some other Technic-based sets here. But it is nice to see this nice big bucket piece right here. And it is on a little ratchet joint here, so you can pose it up and down however you please, which is quite nice. And of course you do get some nice little headlights at the top there, which does look quite nice. And you do get a little look at the internals on the front here for some of the different play features that this set includes. And taking a look at it from the side now, you can see we do get some more sort of shaping and everything. Lots of yellow pieces in this set too. And we do get, of course, real rubber wheels with these. Fortunately, this vehicle does not steer at all, which kind of sucks. But it works for what it is. And then, of course, taking a look at the back, you can see we do have a couple of the little pieces here that play into one of the play features on this set, which we will look at in a bit. And, of course, on the other side, we get pretty much the same as the other side, just mirrored here. So then, what are the play features of this set? Well, first and foremost, if you turn this gear on the top, both clockwise and counterclockwise, you can move the digger arm up and down, which is quite nice, and it does work very smoothly on this nice worm gear we get on the front. So, and if you turn it, it can go about that high, and then if you turn it all the way down, you can get it to go pretty low to the ground, which is quite a nice bit of motion for this little mechanism. So, and then of course if you spin around to the back, we have this second digger arm here, which is on a little ball and socket joint, so you can just simply pose that however you want, so you can kind of move it around and everything back here. And of course on this little part of the arm here, you do get a nice little digging action here, so you can imagine it kind of digging up some dirt back here and just carrying that in a little shovel there. So that is quite nice as well. And of course, to help with the digging mechanism, you can take these two little stabilizers right here and fold those down. So that way you can more precisely dig up dirt from the back of the loader here. So that is quite a nice little feature back here as well. But yeah, other than that, that pretty much wraps it up for this little set. All in all, a pretty solid little construction vehicle set, and just a super cute little set for what it is. And it is nice to see Technic doing some more smaller scale sets as opposed to their usual gigantic cars and, you know, and cranes and all that other crazy stuff. It's nice to see something a little more on the smaller scale for a change with this set. So, with that, let's go ahead and do some quick comparisons here with this little guy here. So, for a quick comparison, let's bring in the mini bulldozer from last year, so you guys can see how those two look together. And yeah, pretty cute little construction vehicles here. And hopefully soon they might make maybe like a mini excavator to make for a little construction crew. I think that could be a cute idea. If, of course, LEGO decides to do that, which more than likely they probably will. For our next comparison, let's bring in this little mini excavator right here, which this is, of course, the second model of the dump truck set from some time ago. But still, just taking a look at it here. Yeah, it is a good little bit bigger, at least at the wheelbase there, than the excavator, or the, sorry, not excavator, the backhoe loader over here. But still, it works. It works. For our next comparison, let's bring in the mini motorcycle here, so you can see how those two look together. So yeah, they're about the same size, more or less, which is interesting, but still. And for our next size comparison, let's bring in the mini tow truck here, which again is the B model of the, what was it? I think it was a telehandler, I think it was. So, pretty nice little tow truck right there. And last but not least, for our last comparison here, let's bring in the snowmobile, the B model for the snow groomer. So you can see how those two look together. Right there. So with that, that pretty much wraps it up for this little review on the backhoe loader. Yeah, there's not really much to talk about here with this set, but again, for a smaller, more sort of cheap set, I think it works quite well for what you get here. Not to mention the play features I think are pretty solid for this set all around. And of course the colors and everything work pretty well together, and it is nice to see it next to the mini bulldozer, so they do seem to be going for like a mini construction crew type deal, which I won't be surprised if at some point they decide to do like a miniature excavator at some point, or some sort of, maybe they could do like a, I don't know, like a mini, maybe they could do a mini dump truck with it too, just get the whole construction crew vibe going, but who knows at this point. But anyways, so that's, like I said, it's going to wrap it up for this review. See if you guys did enjoy this one, then please make sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and ring the notification bell so that way you guys get notified for all my uploads. Later, Read Squad, and have a good one.